Welcome back to the finale question mark of the Outer Worlds 2 series.
Trying to find some bright sides to this anti-order partnership. Purple berry scented skip drives, designer rift modulators. Okay, I can get behind that.
All right, so we'll continue where we left off. We are at the game's inevitable save and do other cool things you want, because you ain't coming back from this moment. As is, as is common with Bethesda and Obsidian style RPG games. So that being said, I know I had initially said in the previous stream, VOD, whatever you want to call it, that I would be setting up a bunch of branched saves to see a bunch of the different endings. I took 2 seconds reading a forum that was spoiler free in regards to what that would actually entail and require for me to be able to set up. I wasn't doing all that. I'm not gonna hold you, I wasn't doing all that, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it at some point. My plan is that this will be me seeing the ending. Whatever this stream's timestamp ends at, know that that's how much left I had from here in the game. However, I will put up a recorded video at a later date. It will probably somewhat hit the back burner compared to other series and shorts and whatnot, but there will be at some point a branching endings-esque video that gets added to the playlist and posted of all of the other options and other things that I could have done, the other ways it could have branched, fallen. That being said, I ain't mod shit from butt. What do I have equipped? What do I have equipped? Scoped Heavy Marksman, Icebreaker, and Tremor Cleaver. Okay, it's the top 3. Mag and reload. Weak spot hits mark your target, making them a priority to companions, increasing. No, I don't need that. Go ahead and put the mag on. Achievement. Applied modifications to 10 weapons or armors. It took me that long. Full series. That's how little I was. That's how little I was modding shit. I don't know if I have a barrel one for this. I don't, because there's. Do I have the? How do I tell which style it is? I don't know if I can. I might have to make a market run real quick and find a barrel upgrade to put on this shit. Anyway, mods. Focus grip. I only got one. Power attacks don't help me. Alright, I might have to get one for that too. And I don't have one for the shotgun. Your boy gotta go make a freaking store run. I think I have this on. I have 2 slots for armoring? Question mark? Resistance to explosion, straight resistance, plasma, and physical damage. When below health. Below 50% health. While gadget, immunity to frost, physical damage, melee damage. Split to companions, resistance and crashing. That could be good. 10% of max health is temporary health upon entering combat. Resistance, immunity to N-ray, damage resistance, immunity to plasma, damage resistance to shock. Probably defense plates. Okay, yeah, and I got a second one. Where's the repulsor? Yeah, let me get the repulsor on there. Huh? There we go. Okay, I was about to say, it wasn't showing like that was on. And then helmet. Don't need an extra medical or grenade. Well affected by a damage type debuff, you emit damage of that type to foes in the area around you. Gain 20% damage resistance. Become camouflaged. Weapon slot, crouch movement speed. Incoming damage converted into energy. Bonus resources. Become camouflage. I like that ghost array. The ghost array might be it. Damage by an enemy in melee. Stuns all nearby enemies. What do they consider nearby? I don't ADS. And I don't really get this radiant poisoning. Give me the ghost array. Alright, so I need to go buy weapon nonsense. In the crafting tab though. Actually, in my menu though. Where's my primary tab? This tab. When did I put this one on? $300, 300. I think is the best I got. 700 over a duration might be better as the secondary, or as the alternate part. Damn, I still got this lit up as if I haven't been using the Rift Anomaly modulator. It's a lot of shit. Alright, let me hit a store. Free Market Station's probably best. Unless they consider, like, each map you go through, quote unquote, farther. I'll go to the Free Market Station first. We'll see what's there. I mean, it'll be a good tell if I can go anywhere or if I like specifically need to be going to the later planets. Alright. Now, a lot of you may be very shocked to find that this is probably the squad I'm going with. If it wasn't for Niles being the character that I most want to hear dialogue stuff from when it occurs, I might not even be bringing Niles on this mission. As a fighter, I think that Marisol and Tristan are the better combo, but I want Niles there narratively. And I like Tristan more than Marisol because Tristan gets in there and soaks up a ton of the aggro. Can I just teleport to the far side? I sure can. Hey. No, I want this. Okay, not a weapon store.
Hey, you smell gunpowder? Do you want to? Then buy one of my handy firearms. Browse all. Feel free to go on a
No, this seems like they have the same things as forever.
Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Come to not a weapon.
Where's this? Is there any on this? Because if this gets to be too much of a hassle, I'm saying brick it. Trench shotgun. They do be having a lot of shit here. What the fuck I be shooting? Heavy marksman rifle. Maybe that one? No, stop. Why are we sorting by value? Sort by name. There we go. 3-round burst just sounds like you're already moving in my... That's a mag. What do I want? I want a barrel. I'm gonna turn this shit plasma? They don't even know what they made me. What do I need for the other ones? Any icebreaker add-on and a cleaver grip if they have it. Icebreaker's a shotgun. What's the actual shotgun called normally? It's a frost shotgun. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything else to put on to my melee. Your boy is confuzzled. What the hell does the picture look like? Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Can I? That's not what I thought it meant by inspect. Blue hilt. I think it's the triple barrel shotgun. Yeah, like I think it's technically one of these. Oh, that's my inventory. I'm an idiot. Definitely not on page 1. Not on page 2. Don't think it's on page 3. Don't see it here. Maybe it's these? No, these are repeating rifles. I don't know if they have. Shock rifle. I think it falls into this category. I need an add-on. Plasma. Enables fire while sliding, mantling, or sprinting. Increase recoil, spread, and movement speed while aiming down the sights. That doesn't sound like what I'm looking for. I'm running double plasma? Alright. When I inspect this, does it give me a specific weapon type that it falls into? Weapon type melee heavy. Do I just need a heavy? Is it any heavy? Melee? Sword? Bonk. Yeah, I don't think they have shit for me on this. Unless it falls under like a telescoping staff, which I doubt it, so. It is what it is. Do I have a bench nearby? Is that a bench right there? It was a bench right there. Mods. Plasma barrel me up. No mods available. I don't know what type of shotgun this is. I guess it wouldn't make sense to add plasma to that. Some of these guns I don't even know if I've seen these types before. I'd be so for real. Yeah, I don't even think that the weapons that I have are in these stores. Oh well. You know what? That's another thing that I played this whole time, and I never realized there was a left click to switch what I was looking at. That's crazy. We'll never get the bullet bender. All right. Actually, let me get a save. All right, I want to add a save because I want 1, 2. Okay. Ain't no turning back now. Yo. Oh, sure. Ooh, shit.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control.
Okay. I have a lot of questions. Would you like me to do it backwards too?
That strategy would be greatly inefficient, Commander.
No shit.
Please allow this unit to help you generate a more sound mission plan. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing.
So the Protectorate did the shit.
Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment. This is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Is this his idea of demonstrating might? Hell of a way to do it.
Let a coup and is actively destroying the colony. Do I have that right? Yeah.
The Consul's motives are unknown. While destruction may be the result, it may not be the goal. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable.
Yeah, we gotta get in there.
The rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony. While the Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces to assist you in intercepting the modulator, it will take time for them to navigate the station. It seems Agent DeVries is also here, Commander. She sent word that she, quote, knew you wouldn't be able to stay away either, and is ready to finish what she started.
She's gonna be an enemy.
Of course she's here.
Fuck.
The past is future and all that. Well, I'm not trusting her to get the job done. Not like last time.
Yeah,
Once
same.
the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
So, what are we betting is Oh, did you guys want individual yap sessions up here? What are we betting is the Consul's logic? What's his reasoning? What's the motive? You guys all have talks?
No time for a chit chat, dear.
All right.
We have
Never
a
mind.
list to attend to.
Fair enough. Let me just... Can I rotate guns? What's my button to... Okay, I just can't hear. This is the squad. Marisol might have had slightly better dialogue though. But this is also us taking down the Protectorate, which should be interesting to see. What the hell tentacle monster nonsense is that? It'll be interesting to see Tristan's takes on that.
This place is a nightmare beyond the most fevered delusion. And those soldiers, they do not look right.
There she is, the Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triagonal.
Do you see how big that number is and how far it is away? Are we teleporting or do we have to make it all the way the fuck there? Reconstituted soldier. So they were brought back. Bruh, climb.
This is not a death befitting a noble subject of the Protectorate. The thought of meeting a similar fate makes me shudder.
Fuck. Of all the categories to end up needing there. Engineering didn't help. Science. Wait. Oh, this is the place. Oh, we were here.
To a dream. The bad kind.
I cannot begin to imagine what you went through after departing this place. But don't. The commander and I stand readily by your side. We shall slay this nightmare together.
Yes, sir.
Support's appreciated. Can't have much to fear with an arbiter in mind. Out.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna for sure take that.
Side, right?
Yeah, this is where we hacked to find some shit out.
We're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you.
Blank is not an emergency. Do not use sharp objects when cleaning the electrical wiring. Cut through the grime. I don't remember if I read this in the beginning.
To our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you.
Okay.
Eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station.
Shut the yapping. Oh.
Into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone.
These soldiers have been gone in time for who knows how long. That's a turret. These soldiers have been gone for who knows how long. I'm not trying to put them through no more nonsense. Back in 13, motherfucker. Oh, I said that and then immediately put them in the dirt. Oh, that one's on our side. Oh, I thought I was unlocking the door, I'm not gonna lie. Well, rip to all the enemies here. You telling me in this like space biome I don't jump more floaty like? Damn, they vaporized his body? I 100% got them killed. That's some nonsense. Holy shit, they all got atomized? Oh, that turret got destroyed. How much? Is there an entrance there? Like a hole in the wall? Nope, I gotta eat it. Think I won't. That's a body to loot. Can't fool me. Ain't no way they let me get over here. Oh, I was about to say, ain't no way they let me. There's nothing on it. Scam. Elite scam. Oh, I'm glad that I can park or like climb parkour in this. I was dead. You got shit on you. Not that any of this will really matter. I doubt I'm running out of bullets at the end here. That being said, I should be running this. This is the bread and butter. Alright, this is where we split. Whoa! Nobody's gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about it. Ain't nobody got yapping to do now. Alright, well that's definitely not gonna be the way to go. Okay, we're reactivating bridges. I guess that's just if you fall.
Let us hope that whatever architect's forsaken logic operates within this place does not fail us.
Yeah, right? Oh. I'm so conscious of the goop. I don't even think there was goop for this one.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
We've support in spades. The consul must be quaking in his boots.
Yeah, I doubt it. For some reason, I feel like he's probably got a sense of insane confidence that doesn't make sense. What the fuck is this? Well, I can't go down that.
May be rated for temperatures in the thousands, but I find even most blankets too stifling. Let us find it.
That's insanely inefficient. What does this thing do? Okay. Okay, I'm on the other side of the fire spitting. Can I just turn it off?
Well, plasma shower days are behind me when I'm up triangle.
What do it do? What did I need to... I guess maybe there was some that was forward as well. They're about to hit another laser soon. You gonna actually say that? Oh, he's saying it on... That was Varric saying it on TV somewhere.
Seems Val was correct. There's your truth. Let us hope we have not granted her a second chance to stab us in the back.
The fuck is there a person over here?
Heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
That's not gonna be great. I wasn't trying to reload.
Smoke break.
Now, who told you to throw a smoke? Weird, that felt like a thing. You guys like go full deck, dude, so it doesn't keep running back over here just to re-alert? Okay, so that's Val ship. Before I go to Val ship, that'd be crazy if this was her. Accidentally folded Val. If you run back to your post like an idiot, I'm popping you. I'm tired of your shit. Bro, who's groaning? Knock it off. She's not even here. She got a shit ton of ass.
Formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The Consul of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop him. But if you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. And for that, I am sorry.
Okay, what is this? Overlook panel. Scrapper. Bro, they're really having us pull crafting material this late? What you got in the cockpit? You hiding? Did you lie? Back here. The Protector would be horrified to learn that the long-buried journals of Arcadia's first bishop have been liberated by an Earth Directorate agent, and with good reason. The matriarch apparently regarded Arcadia as an experiment to determine if the egalitarian utopia could endure the test of time. To the bishop's dismay, the matriarch's ultimate conclusion was no. She was adamant that hubris and ambition would be the Protectorate's downfall. Shocker. It's almost like we're watching history happen again, despite the guidance that promises made to her people. It amazes me that such a genius as the matriarch could ignore the fact that absolute power corrupts absolutely until it was far too late. And this absolute power does corrupt absolutely. Now it's up to us to stop everything her wretched legacy has brought. Alright, so the good happy-go-lucky, oh. I investigated a place. So I'm gonna hit the end, and it's gonna be like, did you look at enough places for lore? Did you build up enough lore of your own? Investigate the server, receive support from the allies. Investigate DeVries' presence. Look at intel on her ship. She uncovered some damning information on the matriarch that's likely making her way to the province. Okay, so we might see her on the way. What the hell is this way? Can I jump on this guy? No. Probably use this though. Oh, this side. Is it just that one piece? Or am I about to not be moving fast enough? I think that was it. You guys are reconstituted and didn't even think about how bad the actions were of your leadership to choose a new life. Bro, where is Varric at on a TV or something? Shut him up. None of this mattered. We are officially at the point where I'm just in muscle memory mode for looting, but it's gonna like not matter at all. Guaranteed kill. Individualists. That's the derogatory term you got for us. Y'all came out of do y'all even know that it's been fucking decades? Or do y'all think that it's all good in the hood? What is that thing? That's a turret spot. I can't. Who was talking? Is she talking as an ash pile? Let me guess, this room would have... Oh, this is upside down? I didn't realize we were upside down. Let me guess, if I could have gotten... Oh, it's barred shut, never mind. Where the fuck do you get in? That's where it shows the door is. Where's the do we just climb? Glass isn't broken. Nah, my curiosity about that is too strong. Where the fuck do we go in there? I think that's just to loot the turret. Is that above? How do we get a fucking above here? There's another layer up? Where? Ah, here. was moving too fast. But I'm guessing that's just this just turns the turrets on out there. Okay. If my eyes were telling the truth, there should be a vent right here. Showing. Yep. Okay. Well, we'll hack it. We don't need XP. This is just a light show that means nothing. So they're not even popping out because the enemies are already dead, I guess? It's a crazy ass fucking sound. What is it doing? Is it sucking the energy out of the station? Is that like space uranium?
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies.
What, Adrena time?
That is better than nature.
Yeah. It's probably fucking Adrena time. Goddamn Adrena time. I was about to say, eventually I'm gonna walk into other enemies.
Forward. Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies. To battle! Exposure. Undermining function.
Drop the smoke!
Don't show yourself. You did. Oh, it survived. Not anymore, you're not. Where is the body it's referring to right here? Okay, the map is off. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, the map is just slightly off. Or maybe that's where the ashes originally hit. Damn, not the wrap done.
Reacquiring structures look even more hideous than our crafting experiments.
You're lucky that fucking Inez isn't here. She'd probably shoot you in the back of the damn head over that comment.
Testing my hypothesis.
Didn't ask.
You're the one who forged an alliance between Auntie's Choice and the
All
Order.
my research, I've never observed
Got supplies and medical support for you up ahead.
Okay.
Be mindful of where you step. Chasms are everywhere.
Heard. Holes in the ground aren't usually my problem. It's usually landmines. Plasma caster. Equipment. No hidden shenanigan funny business. Residue.
These soldiers look even more hideous than our crafting experiments.
I'm guessing that they were talking about the way that I went in regards to supplies and medical attention, and it's not farther up ahead to where I'm actually going. Like, it's probably not this way. It's definitely not this way. I can tell you that for free. How far have we made it? Where's our goal? Oh shit, we're actually... No, wait. Is that just... No, that's search for debris. Do we have multiple? Ah, fuck. Oh, dear God. Can I just do it like this faster? I totally can. Yoink. All right, we already read that. We listened to that. Nah, it's just the one mission. This is just like the primary thing to go do is look into what the hell she's doing.
Why did you make me do this? Why?
That sounds like Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
No. You know, I should have seen that coming when people were reconstituted. DeVries, what the fuck, girl?
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
What?
It's me, Niles.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me?
Take a deep breath. You're looking peaky. What symptoms are you experiencing right now?
My skin, it's burning. I feel dizzy. Not right at all. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame.
Oh, was that Sandoval and Jepson on the ground with me?
At me, clawed at me. Oh, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself.
Damn.
Different.
How do I know you won't turn against me as well? How do I know you won't come at me with murder in your eyes?
You know me, Helen. I'd never hurt one of my crew.
We'd like to help you any way we still can.
You do seem like yourself, Commander. Can you tell me what's happening? I can't make much sense of things myself.
Ah, damn.
Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now.
Niles, you can't do that.
We could have done.
You can't do that, Niles.
Something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What?
Hey,
Don't tell me the situation got too fluid for you, DeVries. That it?
Oh, Jesus.
Not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew should have been. Isn't that right, Commander?
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true.
I don't feel it's right to lie to her. No, because I know the truth. At the same time, this ain't the moment to handle this. So I'm gonna say never mind that. The Rift has done something to you.
Rift? That's right. We were here to investigate rifts. So why is there one in the sky? Why is everything destroyed? What's happening to me? And Sandoval? Jepson?
It's called reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life?
Yeah, kinda.
All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You could do something to fix this.
I'm so sorry, Helen, but I can't.
Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything.
Little do you know, it's been like, what, probably 12 years now? I swear to you, I'll stop them from doing this to anyone else.
That's good. Suppose I can take some comfort in that. You know,
Damn.
the sky ain't looking quite so terrifying now. Since I know you'll put it right. think I'll watch it for a while.
When we close the rift, it'll be a spectacular sight.
Yeah. The last show I'll ever watch. Worst ways to go out, I think.
It ain't easy to come by these days. Glad you found yours, even if it's coming 10 years late. Won't let no one forget you, Helen.
I know, Rookie. Don't you worry about me neither. You got a job to do. So you do it well.
Pascal.
Man.
Helen. I can stay with you for a moment, if you'd like.
It's your fault.
Yeah. All right. I ain't turning down company if I'm at the end of
This
the line.
won't put you at peace,
Goodbye then, Commander.
DeVries.
Maybe we'll meet again in the void.
What a fucking closer. Is this the teammates then? It was them. I didn't even realize when I was this is gonna sound weird, opening their bodies. What the hell is going on with my frames here? Okay, we're back. So this is regroup with allies, but I already heard somebody yap this line. Fuck off.
We got supplies and medical support for you up ahead.
I guess I could skip this in theory. I don't know why I would want to.
There's the Providence. Oh, what a beauty. I mean, apart from the whole rendering space-time a sunroom. And look there. That rover looks inbound for the skip labs.
Nope. Nope. I did too much exploring. Load the autosave. Nope. They ain't boxing me out of that dialogue. Run me back. Also missed that body. That body spiked. Oh, that's rough. Reconstituted. Dead.
These soldiers look even more hideous than our grafting experiments.
Seriously, shut the hell up, dude.
Appear from the rifts? They don't look right.
Yeah. Also very Captain Obvious.
Hold clear.
We brought supplies.
You may approach, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
I'll take whatever you got. Oh! I don't know if this is the right ammo, but... Okay, hold on. Let me take a look at that. Let me take a look at that new one. Heals 475 health on kill? That 700 gotta go. Sorry. You about to see me crashing the fuck out at the end of the game here.
Greetings. In what particular way are you afflicted?
Ammo, please.
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can usually buy. I say
Okay.
usually because Auntie has declared a rare exception for you. Our esteemed accomplice, just for you, will cure all physical ailments on the house. Today only.
Free of charge? What's the catch?
No catch. Well, technically I'm barred from practicing medicine in Arcadia.
Excuse
and
me?
Reverse the ban since we're on a mission outside official jurisdiction.
Do you even know what you're doing?
It's all a technicality. I have been fully certified by the finest. Well, no time for explanations. Do you want my help or not?
Yeah, sure.
Technically, not a doctor, but I'll take it. There, all better. And remember, any side effects are your responsibility, but I'll be happy to treat you for those at my normal rate.
Oh my
Auntie
God.
and the others will be waiting for further orders. Head on out. Capitalism is counting on you.
That's a crazy statement for capitalism is counting
Initial
on you.
observations conclude that any injuries you may have sustained appear to be mild. Perhaps the worst of it is all in your mind.
Oh my god, don't downplay someone at war.
Or supplies you may require are complimentary at the request of our presiding bishop.
Alright, I guess I'll pass on it for now.
That the subject does not possess major ailments.
I'll take all of the loots though, please. Alright, we out. I guess that wasn't that important in regards to worrying about it. You never know when where the good dialogue might be though.
The Providence is much too close for safety, and that rover it has dispensed. Do not like what this might imply.
What fucking rover? Oh, that one. Are they landing out of view? If they're not landing out of view, I'm taking shots. Show me an enemy. Damn it, they're gonna wait and not actually show me the enemy here. Ow. Nope.
Just get the signal.
I ain't even giving y'all the time of goddamn day. What are you doing? Leave my ally the fuck alone. Okay, that body just had nothing on it after I folded it. Alright, this is probably a climb back up. This body also had nothing on it. Okay, so there's an up and down. We'll hit the down first. Let me guess. I take the robots. Goodbye, everyone.
Reconstitute anything nice?
What do you mean? I stole the robots. That's nice for us. Who saw me where? Because I just the fuck agree. You had no chance, dear reconstituted soldier. Aw, this is the window. I know where I'm at. I don't know if the game ever actually confirmed. If Vox Relay actually got destroyed, we accidentally fucking nuked Corbin. Hello, robots. Who needs all these crafting supplies at this point? Even if I didn't have the mods and the difficulty cranked to 2 million, I don't think that most people would need, unless you're beelining. If you're beelining main plot only, and you did like none of the side plot stuff, maybe then you'd be low on resources. Especially if you're on a harder difficulty and beelined. Is that singing? Okay. I can do everything but that damn level 7 melee or whatever it was. Okay, that would have just turned it off, but you need it. This is where we saw everything happen.
Here our path is barred. That rift looks exceedingly unstable.
Just move out of the way.
Just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
Where's our way in? Oh, that shit's sending spark, boy. I don't know if we're on a real clock, but we probably don't want to like waste too much time in theory.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Council. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
I feel dumber just having listened to that. Well, at least rift.
All right, so that scientist thought he was cooking, and he actually wasn't. He was just burning the fucking food. After numerous attempts to solve the last factor of the equation, it was our brilliant sovereign Henry Varick who deciphered the final piece of the puzzle. There's no way. Our research indicates that we were overlooking the excessive ion expansion caused by the plasma's intense heat. By lowering the temperatures of the heating elements, we might stabilize the distortions we are encountering. The memo cannot fully capture the ingenuity of the discovery, but please do not press the Sovereign directly for more detailed explanation. Gaining an audience with him may take up to 2,223 days, and our very own Cadet Alderman is capable of fielding any questions. There's...
Suppose this is a bad time to mention I barely passed my high-intensity arithmetic course at the Academy?
Anybody who missed, I think it was 2 streams ago now, Protectorate had Varick turned into a fucking vegetable from mental refreshment. Continuous mental refreshment. So this man solved their equation, but questioned how to use it, I guess would be the simplest way. And so they put him through endless mental refreshment. And now he's just like a vegetable of the brain. That's crazy. I didn't expect Varick to be the quote-unquote answer like that. What the hell is this? Oh, that lucky coming back in. It don't always come back, but sometimes it come back. A partially destroyed chalkboard covered in equations. There are multiple calculations related to rifts that you identify as solving for the unknown variables. There is more to the equation, but you may be able to fill in the blanks. Attempt to solve equation, trait lucky. You're able to complete and solve the equation using existing variables.
Oh, that all we needed?
Let us return to the rift terminal so we might continue on our way.
That one? Hold on. There's probably more here. Holy shit, I reload fast now. Random light.
Awaiting.
This is going way farther than I anticipated it would, all things considered. Does this just open up this side? Ah, okay. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I feel bad for whatever boss fight they kind of attempt to put us in that's supposed to be a big bad.
Misunderstood.
Friendly fire girl? The fuck? What is even the point of over here? No comprende.
Enemy about.
You never question. Never
never doubted. Their zeal never lacked.
So I could drop 2 feet in front of them. Oh, hello. Nope.
Could have sworn I fulfill my duty to the sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by upholding its efficacy without error. Perpetually.
Sorry about that. Ah, you guys can't see through walls. Regular glass frickin' panes make me invisible. Shit ton of shit. Boy, cooking. What a shot. No, I want to put it back in the computer. Actually, no. I want to save and see what the fuck happens if I don't put the equation in. Whatever math we're supposed to be doing. It was literally... Oh. There's another way into the room? It appears so. I don't need to sneak in. Alright. Save. Let me get my rotate. It's actually been a while anyway. So what happens if we just open the door? Ooh, that was a big hack.
If anyone would be able to solve the equation, it would be the Sovereign.
Hey, Knucklehead. We already learned he did. Hopefully labeled for the viewer that is guaranteed to safely manipulate rifts in a contained setting. The writing itself does not look like the scratchings of a quick thinking scientist, nor does the diagram. Instead, they both look like they have been traced. Traced? Who the fuck are we stealing tech from? What do we get at the end? Well, another % towards crit. Rip whatever tries to fight me at the end of this game. I've done it. Warden Jian. During my visit to the skip lab, I happened upon a cadet alderman's notes. Therein, he proposed a solution to the Rift's equation that has eluded our scientists for months. However, since he clearly did not have the vigor to test and verify the solution himself, I took the liberty of doing it for him, and indeed it works. How fortuitous that I, in all my wisdom, was there when you most needed me, but please hold your thanks. Do know that you are most welcome always. I've left the solution on the board in my office should you or your scientists under your authority need to marvel it. Okay, so Varric didn't actually find it. I found some old notes my father had hidden away. In his deranged state near the end of his life, I will not focus on his harsh words for me, as his mind was obviously nearly gone at this point and he did not know what he was saying. But they make it abundantly clear that the central reason behind his life extension experimentation was to achieve his goal of solving the rift anomaly problem before he died. He feared repercussions not only to our reputation, but also to our autonomy and financial stability if the truth were ever discovered. Unbelievably, he was already frantically trying to both extend his life and solve the problem a full 5 years before the Hope became the first casualty of the rifts. The implications of this are immeasurable. When did they know? I barely slept since finding my father's notes. Did my grandmother know of the fault in skip drives as well? And if so, when? To believe she knowingly set humanity on this treacherous course just to establish Arcadia is incomprehensible to me. Perhaps she wagered she or my father could solve the problem in time before a crisis was upon humanity. Or perhaps it was a mere suspicion or unconfirmed theory. Or she believed it was unlikely with the vastness of space that the same sectors would be traversed through enough times to weaken the very fabric of reality. Yes, that must be it. If I can only solve what my father and grandmother couldn't, I'll prove I deserve their respect, that of my family and all of my subjects, and the right to wear the mantle of sovereign of Arcadia once and for all. This...
Taking credit for someone else's genius? Can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, facts. So the original sovereign, his grandmother, she knew that skip drives, overuse of skip drives caused issues. Holy, that's fucked. Equation processing. Let me just input stabilization equation. Initiate test. Status in progress. Okay, we got it. Bro, is this gonna be... Okay, hold on. Still, time out. Hold on. Can we talk about how this shit got so fucked? How the hell did DeVries get out of there? She was in this room when it blew up last time. Damn. What's that? That's why I came? Okay. Alright. I guess I gotta use the... Am I gonna close it? Does this hard close it? No. Got a blast. Okay. So the primary rift in the middle that started it all isn't even the quote-unquote hard fix? What of the game is this?
This isn't congruent with our observations in the laboratory. Our projections are off by orders of magnitude.
Sovereign Siva. Montserrat's hypothesis was correct all along. The results from the experiments were faulty. Capture the readings. We'll let the blame settle as it lies. Data retrieval.
Okay.
Let us hope the others return shortly.
Y'all hear that? They got our data. That's finna be ours. Confused as hell, aren't you, boy?
We should get up to the Providence quick light. Find that rift modulator.
I want the data. Give me that damn data. Which one of y'all two got it on you? I need that. You drop in here just to hide for a sec? So the two of y'all were talking about the data and neither one of y'all had the data on you? Interesting that it's called a comrade mech in regards to what potential parallels they're trying to imply. Beam me up to the sovereign ship. Oh shit. Phase 1 complete. Bro, what is that sound? Sounds like the moans of the damned.
No alarms, hail of gunfire. We seem to have entered undetected. We'd best unseal the hangar to continue our ingress.
I don't understand. Oh shit! Why they teleport like that? You best believe I'm buying every trauma kit, because if it does turn out that this shit like is super hard hell mode, I'm not trying to get caught with my pants down. Yeah, this music feels very Russian. Can I fight y'all? Can I open this door? No. You're gonna be like that. There's no way that that thing is the last problem. I'll be kind of bummed even if I would have been bummed even if that wasn't the, or even if I wasn't in the current situation I am in regards to pumping out damage. Oh, I don't. What am I even looking for? What's the mission goal right now? Gain access to the hangar. Locate the rift modulator. All right. Well, it's probably there. This will open the door for me to fight out there, right? Unseal hangar doors. Messages. Transport deployed. Deployment prohibition has been overridden by Consul Emery Thoreau. Shore leave is hereby permitted to all crew, including scientists. This is imperative that you remain focused and on duty. Intake personnel are to report. Okay.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Fuck you, narc.
Looks like the cavalry just rolled in.
That's our cavalry? Oh.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Get that motherfucker. Easy. Every person I try and send you at is dead before. Auntie Cleo's actually here? Is Ruth here? Can the auntie die? Damn it, I can't save right now. I want to know if I can fold auntie. Can I end auntie here? Do I get a unique dialogue? Get his ass. Bink! Oh! Oh yeah, that is Ruth neck right there. Dude, they actually showed up IRL. What am I supposed to do? Regroup with allies. Nah, hold on. Let me finish looting all these bodies. So you would just have a hell of a time fighting this shit normally if you didn't get them to agree with you. I wonder if you don't get one's help if they actively work against you. Is there anything up here? Probably not. Just a spot to be shooting from. All right, time to learn. You gonna learn today. I was about to say, that shit looked weird. System save, point of no return. That's crazy. I might not have wanted to save over the other stuff. Okay, whatever. What happens if I just... Alright, well... One of y'all looks much more badass than the other.
In spite of your success thus far, the hard work is not yet finished. You still need to seize the rift modulator and end the console's machinations, by force if necessary. Both
Okay.
the modulator and the conductor of this ill-conceived plot are on the decks above us. However, there are security protocols you will need to bypass in order to access them.
What kind of security protocols?
Each deck has its own restrictions, and the lift can only be operated with access credentials, such as a pass card. But these are limited to certain personnel, so it may be difficult to
I'm
locate.
planning to level the floor
An
with them,
alternate
so
route through the engine room is viable, but there is a high likelihood that you will encounter automechanical defenses. Much on this ship, it seems, is not for the eyes of the rank and file.
oh, let's get a move on.
I will hold position on this level to ensure you are not flanked by enemy reinforcements. Look for me once you have reached the uppermost level. We will regroup there.
Okay. Did you have anything to say? No, I only get to talk to one of you. That's fine. I don't really care to talk to Auntie ever. Tin can, the proficient purveyor of provisions. Okay.
Greetings, subject. Please note that any attempts to haggle will result in an automated reprimand. Please make a request.
I don't know where I get that, but I'm gonna find it. Do they just follow me to whatever side I go to? Oh. Science deck is heavily described. Okay, so this is the elevators to go up. This isn't real. Bro, somebody shut this fucking singing the hell up in the background. Why they yapping like this? What's in this room? A lot of shit, realistically. And lasers.
A veritable mosaic of conflict stands ahead, Commander. I propose we smash our way through.
I was thinking the same thing.
Exposure unremaining functioning.
Okay, we should be good to mostly walk through this now. Without real fear. Does this shut it off? I didn't even see what it said I was doing. If it's hacking, it's me. Damn! I roketed it. Nice. So it seems like there's multiple paths you could take. Because this is already the right level, but I don't think we can go inward here. Well, maybe if we loop around for another level first. Bro, why are we so triumphant right now?
I do not need a respite.
Do you need me to slow down, Tristan? The world's not ending or anything. He says as he proceeds to loot. Are we on the...
We could look for those access credentials if you wanted to avoid a fight. Sneaking around's always an option too.
If we choose to keep from arbitrating the local scientists, we may be able to gather information on where the console's modulator is stationed.
Okay, so even Tristan's telling me to keep it quiet? I'm on the science deck. There's another deck higher than this. Okay. Where the fuck am I? How do I use it? Okay, don't break the glass. Am I supposed to go examine? There is no answer. Sounds like a horrifying prospect. Who's this? Oh, that's Klug. Krug. No. Fuck. Yoink. Hey! Hey! This is bad.
Are you actually authorized? Come here a moment.
Okay.
Be wary. I've heard there's an intruder aboard.
Oh, yeah?
I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm, okay?
No, not okay. I'm cleared to be here.
Oh, my apologies. I had not considered that additional help might be sought to make up for my deficiencies. And I suppose that's why I'm not in charge around here, and never will be.
Jesus.
If you haven't been here before, you'll want to speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat. He's in the Rift Chamber. Be sure to show him your credentials. Security's been awfully stringent of late. Wouldn't do to be accidentally permanently discharged on your first day.
Are you sure you're okay? You seem a bit off.
I've been trying to convince everyone I'm perfectly fine. For if I do not, I fear I might be remade as part of the new plan for Arcadia. I do not wish to be remade.
Much obliged. See you. Don't mind my gun. I don't know how I get to that rift. Looting all your bedrooms. Your secret something, 1% damage. Now that's secret, but like that wall was obvious. Oh, bro. It's been all of 2 hours since the Sovereign's admittance to mental refreshment was announced. Ooh, okay, so some people on the inside did know, and already new orders have come down to us at the lab. It used to be that we were allowed a half day to mourn the loss, injury, or minor inconvenience plaguing our dear leader, but I suppose Council thinks he's rather generous for giving us even a moment. After all, the burden is on us to make him appear capable and mighty. We're to put all of our efforts towards building a device to reverse the effects of the rifts, large-scale reconstitution, the missive said. But I should think all of our previous research in the area has proven too unwieldy, and certainly too dangerous to even consider viable. It's a waste of resources, all of it. What we should be doing is focusing on winning the war, not chasing fanciful dreams of one man. I would be curious to know if the Sovereign would have given such an order. Perhaps we'll never know.
Seems the council is surrounded by more than mere sycophants. Bad news for him, but good for us.
Okay.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
So I could just pickpocket you off rip. I didn't have to worry about you. I don't know why I'm still looting, like, I got reasons. Is this gonna be like exploded later? Damn. Where the fuck do I find the biological sample? Okay, so I have to get back to the science lab at some point. I'm calling it. I'm gonna get to the 3rd floor and come back, and this shit's gonna fucking explode. Now, if that ain't a boss room, I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know if the fight's gonna happen before or after. Seems like it's gonna happen after.
size of the rift modulator. Seems we shan't be using it. Not without commandeering the whole of the ship. Let us see what we can unearth regarding it.
Okay. It's just the worker mech below me? Yeah. Jude, you are the chief scientist aboard the Providence with the expertise to recognize that impossible request is just that, impossible. You know... Ooh. Hey, I wanted that. Thank you. I want to see what he says. This is going to be another situation where he tries to talk to me like I don't have the item.
I was notified that you were here, though my fellow scientists seemed rather confused as to why. Unsurprisingly.
Okay.
What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you.
I need to access the RIP modulator urgently. Can you help?
Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait.
At least answer this. The IRC had some troubling findings regarding raw data and rifts. Can you verify them?
The IRC? I did not realize you were a colleague of sorts. We haven't shared much of our findings with your branch, I'm afraid. But our results do match.
Okay.
Raw data from whatever a rift engulfs is preserved, yes, but the essence of a thing is not. Like a sense of self, for example, is lost.
So like mental refreshment.
Further, there is no proof that such data can be stabilized or even edited.
Ooh.
The consul's plan is futile, completely. But he no longer listens to me.
What's here that he's missing?
I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind.
A report that contains information on constructing rift modulators, you say?
Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good.
Let me try to get through to the console. I've faced worse odds.
In any case, we have little choice. I'm sequestered here, and you may just be competent enough to save us. And the module over there will allow you to...
Is it my outfit on why they're not questioning me?
You access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, we're all dead.
Last question, where's the modulator being operated?
Deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary.
Okay. Alright, good talk. Now, with that in mind, what happens if I just do this?
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Okay.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences.
Oof.
The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets.
Ooh, there were rifts out in the distance.
All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift.
That's not good.
I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
No, you the fuck he won't. He's an idiot.
The rifts spawn from unknown reaches? This This is more dire than I surmised. But at least we have the means to combat them now. Our work here is not done. We must confront the console before anything can come to fruition regarding these schematics or the rift modulator.
Okay, so I have to go up another floor. I have the access now? I have the access now. I wonder if there's a secret goofy ending to flub everything. I doubt I'm gonna get it, but if it's like the last game, I already technically missed it. Is it working? I don't think it's heading up. Oh, it did head up. Alright, so we have access to go up and down freely.
Your
Oh, shit.
punctuality is as commendable as ever. How did you fare in securing the rift modulator?
We can't secure or operate it until we control the ship, but I do have the schematics.
Yet one more hindrance to overcome in this endeavor. Nevertheless, I expect you to guard those plans closely in the interim. Did you find anything else of note?
Apparently rifts have been found in space where humanity has never been. Ruth, you still with me?
When one learns information that rattles their understanding of the universe, one may take a moment to consider the gravity of said information. We know that rifts are only caused by skip drives, so if they are appearing in non-colonized space, then this is truly momentous. It proves definitively that life did not originate on Earth, and may, in fact, exist elsewhere.
Holy shit. I'm not so sure about your conclusion. We should investigate further.
Of course, I wouldn't want to discount these findings too quickly, especially considering the implications.
I concur. This is a discussion for later, with laureates in attendance. For now, we must confront the consul before he wrests that future away forever. He is just through those doors. I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate with the consul, you must be strategic. He will not react well to a direct attack on his character or methods early on.
Okay. Nothing gives me a bigger thrill than breaking someone's
And I
spirit.
look forward to watching you sate yourself.
I might tread a mite lightly, dear. If I know the consul's type, and I do, his ego can take only so many hits before his guns do the talking. Simply goading may not be ideal.
Okay.
The consul deserves it, none. But if we can end things peaceably, we should try for it.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
Y'all just gonna put this all on me? Conceptually? You got a nice room, sir. I want to know where that biomass is. Was that before or after where I'm at? Was I technically supposed to search around downstairs to find that?
Redactor Esmond. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat, this will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy, no need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this
Oh my
very
God.
thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esmond. Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment?
You're a
My
shitbag.
staff will personally see to your well-being.
You're a shitbag, Consul. Emery, I regret the way we left things our last meeting. Grandmother always said that if a disagreement ends in shouting and rising tempers, it is wise to look inward at your own ills before proceeding. I hope sincerely that you have done so. While I may not fully understand your aims with the research or with using it to our advantage, as you said, I'm willing to acknowledge them as valid, but you must in turn understand that my decision is final. It is what is right for my people, my Arcadia, and my family. Do not doubt me, friend. I wish you to know that I still cherish your guidance dearly. Perhaps when this war is over, we...
Just goes to show, all the power in the world still can't protect you from a knife in the back.
Was this written by the father? What all this? I want to be here. I like blue. Okay, now what's this way? Crank it! Did I gain charges on my... What's it called? Open ventilation door. Is that the door that I'm gonna end up going through? Important updates. Change of command. Command deck is prohibited. Okay. Clean the leak. Ooh, got some pizzazz to it. That shit glowing. I don't know why I needed this ladder. I could have just jumped up. No. Okay, so this is another way into that room. Do I have to hack in? I'm gonna save and check. DeVries, where'd you go? Oh, okay. Shut the yapping. Actually, before I do all that, I do have to go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. Alright.
If it is another handout you seek, then I suppose I can part with this.
What the fuck is Zenith Biotics? I don't know what that was. I don't even know how I would find where that is. Wrong button. What in the sweet fuck was that? This is not in name order. I don't know what that item was.
Oh, don't go getting all weepy on me now. We'll see each other again later. That is, unless we don't.
Okay, thanks.
This standing around's got me jumpy. After you.
This is it, Commander. Only thing standing between us and saving Arcadia is a single dastardly villain. Feels almost quaint after everything else, don't it? This is the mission we should have been on from the moment the Earth Directorate dropped us into the system. Liberating Arcadia from its despots.
I'm not sure any other agents could have come as far as we have.
That's the damn truth. You know, back in the day, reading tales of all your daring do's, never could have imagined myself fighting alongside you. Not just as a fellow agent, but also a friend.
Oh.
How that turns out. All right. Enough jawing. Let's show the consul to his reward. Law knows it's long past due.
I like that. Law knows long past its due. You got something, Tristan?
Here we finally stand, at the threshold of the final confrontation with the consul.
He deserved this.
How I have waited for this moment. There's little doubt that he must be slain. And yet, I wish there were an alternative. He should have to rectify his wrongs and answer to Arcadia's people.
Maybe there's some way we could end this peacefully.
The consul shall have to answer for his deeds. I'll not hear otherwise. But if you do not seek to simply let him go free, I shall follow.
You think I'm trying to let him go free? What do you think? Who do you think I am, Tristan?
All of this, not just confronting the consul, but standing here beside you, would have been impossible to consider. I'm glad that we met. Let us proceed. We shall bring the consul to justice together.
Yes, sir. All right, now for everybody else that's standing up here, we'll be back. I don't believe that tissue's after this. I'm clearing the first floor. I believe that I was supposed to already have the tissue. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll just have cleared out the first floor. Yeah, medical wing. This feels like I'm gonna find the tissue here.
Down to business.
I didn't even mean for that to happen like that. Are you trying to tell us you're...
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
Hell yeah, brother. No, you're just hiding. Kablams! What the f... I'm not gonna hold you. That startled the shit out of me that
Lethally.
I was very confused how I shot over that motherfucker's shoulder. Damn it, don't close the door behind you. I'm trying to search in there. Alright, now if I were fleshy bits being hidden, where would I be? Probably behind this locked door, I'll start with. Still gotta loot those bodies on our way back.
Greetings, unscrupulous criminal element. Please note that by entering this restricted area, you may be subject to mental refreshment, gory execution, and /or verbal abuse. Mental refreshment protocol, not found. Execution protocol, not found. Commencing verbal abuse. Greetings, criminal scum. How may this unit serve you until your inevitable demise?
Where the fuck is the quartermaster's slip? Oh my god. Talk about self-aggrandizing. Oh, there it is. So what do I win now? I feel like I'm watching a fucking play. This is theater music. They keep going in and out of very important to almost romantic. Scientist Winfred Wu has been scheduled to follow up with appointment. Chief Scientist Monstrat has authorized her to pull from her duties as necessary.
Please keep any and all fluids leaking from your body from staining the floor. Failure to do so will result in
this is a nostalgic reference to the first game.
Medical service. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume?
I understand Scientist Wu has a follow-up appointment here.
Doctor-patient confidentiality is currently enabled. Unit cannot share patient details.
Machines don't operate on medical ethics. Just tell me what you know.
Analyzing argument. Complete. Argument accepted. Deleting recording. Hippocratic oath. Scientist Winifred Wu is currently suffering from Lockney syndrome. Subject must receive regular injections of saline solution, or will experience leg paralysis, and must be carried to sickbay. Unit has been assured this is most embarrassing.
Okay, show me your wares.
Viewing inventory. User admits they possess foreign currency, and shall submit to inspection, interrogation, and /or violent beating by security. Displaying inventory.
550 instantly. 2 motherfuckers. I can't help but notice that I came down here and cleared out this floor and didn't find the flesh. Hello, sir. I have your item.
Scum. How may this unit serve you until your inevitable demise at the hands of our sentinels? Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. If you have
it's just
sizing concerns, please increase or decrease the size of your head.
That's crazy.
Displaying inventory.
Motherfucker just told me to try increasing or decreasing the size of my head if the helmet don't fit. Alright, I'm going back to the second floor to double check. I don't think there's anywhere left that I haven't been though. So maybe it does happen after? Oh. I'm an idiot.
I'm no scientician, yet I can see the sheer arrogance in this display. Reconstitution cannot work. It must not be allowed.
Oh. The corpse appears to have reconstituted like the Protectorate soldiers on the horizon point. There are clear incision marks suggesting the beginnings of dissection. Take a test. Okay, so what do sample mean though? Which room was that in? Wasn't the one over here? What do mean though? Is it gonna glow green? Is it always every liquid in this world glows green? Damaged atoms slightly out of place. In layman's terms, once something goes into a rift, it doesn't come out the same. Oh my god.
Proof that the Consul's mad plan is impossible. Yet even if we confronted him with it, I doubt it would stop him.
We have irrefutable amount of evidence. I'm sure he will still decline everything we have come up with up to this point. Fuck? Why does that feel different? Feels like unique to us walking up to this door. So wasn't there a vent that I could take instead? He's venting? Yeah, I did not need that ladder to hack like that. Flow of power to a turret on the bridge. It can be sabotaged to overload with electricity when the turret... Hey, yo, bless! Where's it at? Which one did I fuck up? I'm not gonna hold you. I don't even see a spot for a turret. That one. Okay. Fuck that turret. Alright, bless. We'll do a resave.
Ah, the distinguished presiding bishop herself has deigned to join us. What a charming surprise.
Oh boy.
Don't overlook the main attraction, dear. I even wore my finest battle attire.
I might have known you'd conspire with our enemy and lead some foolhardy crusade against me. Loyalty has eluded you for years, after all. Sentinels, if you would.
Forming an alliance was necessary to combat the irrationality of your foolish endeavor. Those who fail to show reason do not deserve to lead this colony. Now, stand down.
I will not. I am saving this colony from itself and ridding it entirely of traitors and trespassers like you.
Well, that's not a very nice way to greet a guest.
You are less a guest and more of an invasive species, Commander. One that I will cull in short order. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem,
You would never
isn't
be
on
good
your
enough to get me in a
side.
situation like
You are
that.
a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy.
How'd you know about my luck trait? Always a joy to meet a fan, but please no autographs. Witty response.
Don't you tire of this little routine?
No.
I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously tampered with our Vox relay on Paradise Island.
That wasn't yours.
When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor.
You
But
were
now
so
you're
wrong.
here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again.
Meddling in affairs is my life's passion and also my job.
For all your bluster, you seem more concerned with running your mouth than improving your performance in the field. Tell me,
what are you talking
about? Did you
about?
manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Greater Tranquility Station was a test?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend.
Go ahead and enlighten me.
Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia, we shall edit the information stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect
You're
form.
an idiot.
Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended.
I already know that the matriarch didn't invent skip drives. Why is that relevant?
Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led
you
to
guys
the
made knockoffs
manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
It'll be difficult to reconstruct the colony if the rift kills you, and it will if you don't stop.
I've found when most people haven't a leg to stand on, they fall back into performative insouciance in an attempt to redirect the conversation. Always brazen, rarely effective. Listen closely. This is the work of the Grand Plan, guiding us toward humanity's ascension. Everything exists for this purpose. Since you took your time scurrying about my ship, presumably rifling through our things, I assume you also found information about the far-off rifts in untraversed space.
Yes.
That alone should tell you that we don't make our own circumstances. It seems they were made by the ship our matriarch found. A curiosity, isn't it? Without this discovery, we may never have realized the power we now possess with the rifts. Yes, the great architect works in mysterious ways. What else can I do but what is bidden?
Ruth, I'm sure you have thoughts.
Is this what you think the Order does? Force its will upon the plan? You pitiable fool. The Grand Plan is not some pliant organism that can be led by a firm hand.
And yet, what is meant to be, will be. It matters not what path you tread, if the destination has been preordained.
Yours is a fucking grave.
As fascinating as your pseudo-intellectual musings have been to witness, I've reached my limit.
I know you think you're doing the right thing, but you must reconsider.
The Consul is a master manipulator. Trying to speak with him may be more dangerous than simply slaying him on the spot.
You're entirely out of your jurisdiction. And were I within reach, I would strike down this apostate dog myself. If you wish for me to entertain your argument, you will silence him.
Tristan, I need you to stand down at least for now.
If you've a plan, I trust you to see it through. But I shall keep a hand on.
Trust me, if this goes sideways, I'm gonna have you bonk his fucking brains in real easy. We're to Fallout Season 2.
So go on. Tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong.
What?
This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out.
What fucking info did I miss? Bro, how? I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to do it peacefully.
Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks.
Reality would dispute that fact, given that it is I who has invaded your sanctum, and not the other way around. The Order has always been the Protectorate's more capable half.
I can scarcely recognize the Bishop standing in front of me. To think that I welcomed your ascension all those years ago. Orlo was at least amenable, moldable, teachable. But you've been nothing but disappointment. You're so busy chasing figments of the future, you don't even know they're leading you off the side of a cliff.
This sounds oddly personal.
To a man of such expansive pride, all perceived slights become personal. Recall, Emery, that we once worked together toward the same aims. You made us enemies when you started down this unconscionable deviation from what is best for Arcadia.
I will not be blamed for your treacherous actions. A true Protectorate subject knows that adhering to the Sovereign's words is what's best for Arcadia.
Whoa, you didn't.
You were never true. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast
So
them off
you
straight
must be
away.
cast off.
Once
I know the
win
truth.
war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
The war has done far more damage to morale than you know.
Commander's right. Protectorate's been burning its own for too long to stay warm. This war just made the flames more noticeable.
And our devotion must be tested by fire, as it is said, else it is not true.
I don't know what the fuck that
clearly
missing info
ill-equipped
was.
to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that.
Let's talk about your plan to save Arcadia. You've got to know it's doomed to fail.
So you say. But you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
The game won't let me use any of my good evidence.
Apparent to one in its throes. I wonder, would you even be capable of hearing facts if we offered them?
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not
God.
be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy.
Freedom.
You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us.
Oh shit, we're in a... I can't. Okay. You won't be saving this colony. Everything reconstituted will be brought back wrong. I've seen the Matrix writing. You have no idea what she envisioned. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do both. We're gonna do the schematics report.
And what is your definition of wrong? Have you anything substantial to back such a claim?
Your chief scientist swears that Rift data cannot be stabilized, let alone edited.
I see. Well, the man was always a cynic.
Oh my fuck.
I find that attitude can skew results.
I guess I should have
even
given
more
the
than a
fucking
thumb on
item.
the scale might. One data point means little. The Protectorate was clearly meant to harness this power. Nothing you claim can disprove everything that points to this reality.
I've seen the Matrix writings. You have no idea what she envisioned.
I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate or any other interloper.
to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
The Matriarch's son rewrote history. He portrayed her wishes, and this is the result.
It's true. Your Matriarch suspected the Protectorate was doomed from the get-go. Reuben was mucking things up even before his mother's body was cold.
No, Reuben would not have gone against her. He was a stalwart protector of Arcadia to the end. We could all see his devotion. If he even attempted to bastardize the Protectorate cause, then we will have undone all of the Matriarch's work.
She also predicted that pride would be the end of the Protectorate, and here we are.
She said as much in her correspondence with the first bishop, that the Arcadian experiment would only prevail so long as hubris was staved off. I have the record, if you wish to see it.
The Matriarch hid her feelings well. Such correspondence had been lost to us, I thought. And now it appears we have fallen prey to the very thing she warned of. But surely it cannot be possible that I've gotten this wrong. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay.
Oh my God.
Allow your resolve to be shaken when millions lie dead? If I had not traveled with the commander, I would attempt to slay you on the spot. Instead, I shall appeal to any lingering remnant of your honor to do what is right.
Do you want me to applaud you for your restraint? No. It doesn't matter what proof you bring before me. I am following the grand plan, and I will be vindicated.
You need to stop. You'll ruin the Protectorate just like you ruined the Sovereign.
How do you... I didn't ruin him. He did what he had to out of love for Arcadia, because he could not be the leader.
He didn't do
needed.
shit.
And now, I am the sole defender of this land. His sacrifice will not be in vain. It cannot be.
Are you really so cruel that you'll deny my proof and condemn millions to his fate?
This is not the same. I am excising sickness from the whole, and our rift modulator possesses more power than anything you can imagine. Your data could be wrong.
You will not be vindicated if you kill millions of your people, Consul. You can still do the right thing.
And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary.
If you're wrong, you will destroy everything you claim to love. Nothing is worth that risk.
Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love?
You're gonna claim this is mercy killings? What about faith, Consul? If your people wish to preserve the Protectorate, they will find a way.
Even through extreme hardship and the tyranny of corporatists? Even if every aspect of the framework we've established is torn down around them? No. No. We have raised a stalwart people. Instilled principles of the Protectorate in them from their first breath. Perhaps I must trust that they've taken our teachings to heart. There may yet be other ways to save my beloved Arcadia, but I cannot be the one to see them to their completion. I surrender.
Let's go! We fucking yapped too long.
It seems we have a problem. The rift has... well, it has nearly destabilized completely. And the modulator cannot close it in its current state from a safe
Damn, we about to
distance.
go out
Destruction
blasting.
of Arcadia is imminent. Architect, help us.
Nonsense, there must be a way.
There is. Though, given your tenacity in preventing bloodshed, I don't believe you'll appreciate it. A chance yet remains. We must bring the modulator as close to the rift as possible. However, when the rift folds in on itself, this ship,
DeVries, you're up.
with its operator, will not survive.
Are you sure there isn't just an off button? Maybe something you can...
Oh my God, Tristan, shut up.
Emery, taking a page from Auntie's Choice product testing, I see. We do try to avoid a consistent certainty of death, though. It's just bad business.
Let me be clear. I am not placing this burden upon your shoulders. This was my doing. And so it is my responsibility to set things right. I will give you time to vacate the ship. When you are clear, I will fly it into the rift myself. You are right. Arcadia will find its way without me.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Think what you wish of me, but this is my responsibility. And that is something I will never shirk from.
I will accompany him and ensure all goes as planned. It's only right that I complete the very mission I came here for.
I don't know which to choose. You'd probably blow up this ship before it gets to the rift.
Your goal here is the same as mine. Do not mistake that. But if this is an order, I will comply.
Now go. Make what's left of your existence count.
I intend to.
Damn right. Let's get on with it then.
Are we about to learn if he's telling the truth or not? Is he gonna shoot at the last second? Damn, that's bright. Woo! They're gone.
So in the end, when the console was faced with the undeniable errors in his logic,
Holy shit.
he chose to save Arcadia by closing the rift himself. He died hoping his sacrifice might make up for the disastrous decisions he had made. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. Acquisitions Officer Carr enjoyed the perks and power that came with promotion for her asset-winning techniques on Paradise Island. Her rival, D.B. Milverstreet, meanwhile, seethed as he pushed cold morsels of borsloaf around the plate of his microwave dinner. Vigilant Hogarth was declared a traitor to the Protectorate, along with most other Westport townsfolk. They were judged according to the paradigm, then sentenced to be executed until dead, forever tied to the city they could not protect. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6.
6?
Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valerie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed.
I wonder if I brought her if she could have flown the ship.
As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate.
Let's go, Niles.
His friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude
Zebulon
for
Cube,
not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared.
That a boy Niles.
Following Inez's humiliation of Auntie's Choice VP Willard Conan, the grafting program was shuttered forever. Inez ensured that all surviving grafted soldiers received full medical treatment and were compensated for their suffering. Those who died from the experiments were honored.
Good shit, Inez.
Learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. After
she learned to be sociable.
The glorious dawn, its members quietly tried to resume lives forever disrupted by the Arcadian conflict. As the cult's murderous legacy faded, average colonist life expectancy increased by 0.23%. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie
For a time?
went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of
I knew we
risks.
should have ended her.
Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Ruth Bassar proceeded to interface with the archive, an agonizing process that clawed away her lifespan. The archive computed that she was mistaken to compromise with the corporatists. To advance the plan, she needed to destroy them from within. So she proceeded.
Damn, sassy ladies getting at each other.
She had only been using the corporation for its logistical infrastructure.
Excuse me.
Auntie herself and at
What?
least some of her top executives needed to cease existing in Arcadia, either via assassination or skip drive-assisted exile. Bassar stripped the power from the corporatists in subtle ways, until it was too late for them to stop her. Yet it remained unclear how long the Order could sustain its dominance once Ruth Bassar passed on to become one with the equation. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard
Poor
the
Varric.
undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite
God damn it,
the
Amos.
tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. The rifts across Arcadia and beyond were soon closed. Trade quickly resumed with Anti's choice handling logistics. Yet, more than just goods and resources traveled the re-established trade routes. The Order's version of scientism spread as well. Many colonies stabilized, many thrived, and some even rose to an Arcadian level of prosperity. But there are still some that have never been heard from. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia.
That's me.
Disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, an arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry.
Ubiquitous
But
product
through it
placement, don't
all,
even tell the half of
and
it.
To this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
That's ominous as shit. That sounds like we're gonna see that later. All right, hard. Complete the game on hard difficulty. The Outer Worlds 2. Complete the game on any difficulty. I don't think I got the very hard because I didn't start the game on very hard. That or there just isn't an achievement for it. What a game. I think I made the right choice in not trying to set up all those other endings. This section alone, just to get to the final step, was roughly 2 hours of gameplay, give or take. I did a lot of extra looting that, again, probably didn't need to happen because I was probably gonna just use what I already had to blast my way through and talk to people. Did I like this one better or the first? I'll have to see the other endings. But kind of a mixed answer. I feel like the mid to late game of the first game was better. I feel like the early game of this one was better. But I think right now, from what I've seen, pending how the other endings come out, because I know how the other endings worked in the first one. There was no shot I was giving Spacer's Choice the dub, and I did the goofy fly into the sun accidental dumb ending. But pending how the endings work in this game, I feel like they did a better job of letting you feel like you had an actual in-world change on who you choose. Like, even the concept of me having them coming to terms the way they did and getting him to agree to fly it into the rift himself, like, that was a unique path. It could have been a shootout. I could have gone in and, like, the first chance I got, just started blasting, and then who knows, it might have been me that had to go into the sun. I might have been able to let DeVries go alone. They didn't really talk about what happened to DeVries in the ending, I don't think. So I guess you could have let DeVries go and that one wouldn't have changed as much. But I feel like the extension of outcomes and how wide that branched and how much that actually feels like that made a difference was more impactful in this game, which obviously it's not your first game, so usually you get that part better in future games. You see the reactions of the people originally, and see how they comment that they feel like it wasn't as aggrandized, etc. But the first game felt like, yeah, because, like, I don't know how much it would have actually changed what we see, but I mean, like I said at the beginning of the stream, we will see them all. They will all be there in the end. But that'll be recorded off stream and clipped together to show the differences from roughly the spot where the argument between the two factions that help you are, because there's the opportunity of I just say fuck it and I don't get their help. There's the opportunity of I go hard one way, hard the other. I want to know what that information that I could have argued with. Obviously, I ended up having enough, but there was information I missed, even in that last conversation, that might have made that last conversation even easier to convince him and not necessarily have to have that drag out as long. But even with concepts like who you get to help back you in the end, Ruth stepped in a couple times in regards to the Protector versus Order differences and disagreement between the two of them, and like without that, would I have needed that extra pocket of information if Ruth didn't step in? I kind of feel like, which I'll have to see, but I kind of feel like if I chose Auntie's choice, it would have been similar to, I think it's going to be really similar to the Spacer's choice from the first game in regards to how it actually affects the outcome of the world. I think you're just going to throw it into capitalistic hell, which is not necessarily surprising, but I feel like I would have rathered, if that's the case, them go, you align with the Protectorate and the Order to stop Auntie's choice. It would have been something that I think would have been cooler to see, as that's a seemingly close distinction that could split really wide as you saw them arguing on the differences of their base philosophies at the end. It's also hard because with everything that's going on with the Order and Auntie's choice ideologically, between their two leaders being Auntie and Ruth, I feel like it would be really small number of people, aside from completionists or people just interested in seeing that outcome. I feel like your natural first path, you're either going to swing towards Order, swing without, or swing peace. I feel like the demonstrably smallest faction of endings will be swinging hard towards Auntie's choice, which same thing happened in the first game. Spacer's choice, they didn't give the redeeming qualities to the corporatist stuff. Like it would have been different if the top of Auntie's choice, if Auntie ended up not being a scumbag and she actually seemed more relatable and likable, I think that it would have made it a tougher choice on which way you go. And it might even actually have made you swing more towards corporatist, as one, unfortunately, especially if you're like American, corporatist feels natural. That feels like the future we're already heading towards in a lot of sense. But also the Orders, it is what it is because the numbers say what it is. That feels very grating. So if you were to put the corporatist leader to be the relatable one or the likable one, and even just left Ruth with what she was, I think you would have seen a much better split of where people went. Obviously you would still have people that are just like anti-corporation to the day they die regardless. And I'm interested, like if you don't get their backing to help you with the archive, can you, I wonder if you even can get in without either side. Because I think it's phrased to get the Order or the Auntie's choice backing to attack the archive. I don't know if that said and or. But like, is there an outcome where that was just you and your trio there? Like no Auntie's choice, no Order? How does that change the dynamic? Because again, Auntie's choice doesn't really feel like and maybe it was because my lean was slightly towards the Order, but I didn't even get a dialogue choice to lean on Auntie dialogue wise. Like she was, the corporatist entity again felt like it was very filler. Like we have to have a second option, but like nobody's really gonna want that second option the way that they wrote it. I think that regarding companions, I think they kind of ended up having roughly the same win-loss ratio. Like, okay, so Niles and Parvati both were good in my opinion. I think Marisol and Tristan were good written characters. I think Inez was solid. Val was similar to the bot in the first game. The Sambot. So those kind of almost equivalently cancel out in regards that they didn't really have much history or dialogue unique to them. And then I think that Asia and Ellie are similar. Like, what's another archetype that doesn't completely overlap with the rest of them? And like, I don't feel like Ellie or Asia were both fleshed out all that well. Both of them, their stories were kind of much later in the game, which felt like it left less room for them to be fleshed out. Vicar Alex had a good plot line. I'm trying to think of who the last two are. Sam was not Sam. Felix. Felix had really good quips in the first one, but he wasn't. His story was kind of eh. And then, so yeah, you know what? I might say that the companions actually edged it out on this game. I think that they had more entertaining and interesting stories behind them. Whereas I feel like the first game that like Nyoka's didn't feel all that interesting or fleshed out. Felix's felt very shallow. Ellie's felt like they almost rushed it and just like slapped it on late as if it was only supposed to be 5 companions and they just were trying to make a 6th. So yeah, I think the companions win here. I think the early game won here specifically because they did more in regards to different builds and gadgets and like ways you would go about it. I think that I'm torn. Obviously once I added the mods, I put it on very hard and it became the glass cannon fest. I think that maybe compared to the first game, this one was slightly over restrictive. Level 30 seems low. The original game might have been level 30 as well, but I don't even remember hitting the level cap in the first game. Mind you, that was after 2 DLCs dropped, and I know that DLCs ended up increasing the level cap for both. Maybe, I don't even know if there was originally a level cap in the first game. The pacing throughout the game felt way more fluid. This game, I hit 30 and had like, I think roughly 9 more hours of gameplay that I ended up playing. Like that's really early. Granted, I'm the type that runs around and does everything, but I feel like 30 in the base game, I should have been hitting that in this last mission. I think that it should have been rebalanced for that. Or maybe probably just before this mission, because you don't want it to happen during this mission. Otherwise that the bits one is the saving bits or whatever. That one ends up being kind of pointless because you get all your money after you can't go back and buy things from places. But even before I put the mods on, which was like, I think level 22, I had crossed a threshold where, and part of this is the nature of how I enjoy this type of game and I play these games. I felt like there became a very clear and obvious path. especially in the later damages that enemies are doing and at higher difficulties, I don't know how the hell you're supposed to run a melee build for very hard. I don't know how you're supposed to negate enough damage and dodge enough to run a melee build. Like, it feels like they accidentally boxed melee builds out. I don't really know what the point of leaning hard into an explosive build would be, because like in the base game, points wise, it's part of why I added the mods for the extra perks. Math wise, you would get 2 full categories and another half category in regards to what you get to choose. Now again, when the DLCs come out, those levels, the level cap will probably be increased, which means you'll be able to fan out slightly more. But 2 categories to 20, when there are perks associated with upwards of 2 categories needing to both be at 20, that's so constrictive. That's so constrictive. Especially because I think that the one that required 2 level 20s was melee guns, or maybe it was 20 with this or that for that. But like, to have to put 20 into guns to be able to hold your own on very hard, like, you probably don't have the max lockpicking, you probably don't have max sneak, you know, you're not like, there's so many other places where you're gonna lose. And like, obviously you have the opportunity to run a quote unquote conversationally dumb build, not going with leadership, or maybe it just was leadership. There was a stat I'm gonna forget right now off the top of my head that was associated with your speech ability, but I feel like if you're going to do that on a game that has so many nuanced conversational things, especially as we saw later on, I was able to hit a lot of cool extra ones because I had extra perks to have those dialogue options. There are probably a third to a half of the perk-based dialogue options that I chose in the second half of the game I would not have been able to see if I didn't have the mods to have extra perks. I just wouldn't have been able to have enough perk points to get to the right levels to be able to get those perks. Nor would those categories probably have been considered worth it to me to upgrade. You even saw that even with that, I think I was mathematically like 30 perk points short of what would be cap in the end. If I were to cap out all categories at 20, I still had that moment at the end where I couldn't pull out the power core because I didn't have 7 in melee. So I'll be interested to see when the DLCs come out and the caps go up, that you'll probably see a lot more people near the end of whatever the second DLC they end up playing is, whether you play them in the right order, wait, whatever. By the end of that second DLC, it'll probably be similar to the first game's end of the DLCs, that you are just fucking goofy walking through the game. Your stats are out of control, your damage is out of control, not too dissimilar to me on very hard, like I was showing at the end of the game. Just one popping a bunch of players or characters. I think there's also some stuff that, for how cool and that they addressed it in the first game, mind you, Adrena Time's situation was DLC content for learning that in the first game. But I feel like if you're going to give a full DLC to learning the back inner workings and problems around Adrena Time, I feel like this game that is later, after a merger, after Auntie's Cleo's became Auntie's Choice because Hostile took over Spacer's Choice, I feel like after all of that, there should be more reference. There should be like some thread pulls of hating Adrena Time, whereas we saw the one on Praetor, I think it was, That the camp, they were just asking for free Adrena time. They weren't even asking for like more or less. They just wanted it to be free and not have to pay for it, which is like the player knowing game 1's context of Adrena time, followed by game 2 kind of just acting like you never saw that, and it's just another drug in the system again. It felt like it didn't quite fit puzzle piece wise. There was something else in regards to story from the first game that I remember pointing out when we first saw it, and then it never really seemed to return. Another thing that's like, this is again playstyle, but the moment the N-ray scanner came into existence, and especially because they had a perk associated with auto turning on your shields with a certain amount of damage, or when you first get damage or whatever, all of those other gadgets got benched. There was no longer any type of need to use the acid spray. There was no longer a real justification to have it set to tactical time dilation. Even the shield, like once you get that perk, you're not running, by that point in the game, you're not running through Zeranium anymore, which was the primary reason for realistically getting it, was to be able to do things in Zeranium. I feel like they got too far away to the point where like I left it on N-ray scanner and was largely forgetting that those other ones existed until like a very quick one-off type moment where I found a way to incorporate it. I also kind of think that like maybe I just didn't find it and there was more I could have done. But Varric being doomed to be a vegetable didn't feel great. I understand this is the first playthrough. There could have been more context. There could have been something else I found in regards to them figuring out that science. Maybe I missed something. Obviously, again, in the final conversation, I somehow still missed 2 different pieces of evidence that could have been used in conversation. But like, that's knowing that that's the fate and there's nothing you can do to help him. That's one of those things that I like. That's just writing that to make you feel pain, which I guess for that point is good writing, but in a game like this, you didn't even need to explain where Varric ended up going. It didn't need an answer that deep. It could have been that he was just assassinated. Him being stuck in infinite mental refreshment feels way worse of an answer than a speculation answer or just the fact that he went out swinging or something like that. I also kind of, not expected, but there was a part of me in the back of my head when reconstitution was the big topic, like in these last 2-3 missions with the rifts. There was a part of me that thought that there was going to be a science that made it work, and that those people were gonna be savable. But I can appreciate the disparity in not giving that easy feel-good ending towards that. As much as I just mentioned Varric didn't need to be an answer because it didn't push the plot anywhere. It didn't change anything plot-wise what happened with Varric, aside from one comment in the final discussion that may or may not have actually helped push the needle at all. Whereas the concept of reconstitution not working was like the whole argument at the end, is that it doesn't work. Your plan isn't going to save us. So like, before realizing that that's what the Protectorate guy was going to do, I was kind of hoping that it was going to be a twist ending, that we would find an answer and stop him by successfully fully reconstituting people, but I like what ended up happening. General question that I have for any dev that might see this: why even keep the Spacer's Choice moon? The first thing you learn is that they got bitch slapped out of being a full company and got absorbed by Auntie Cleo's into Auntie's Choice. Why even keep them as like the flagship? It feels like there's about to be more somewhere. Like maybe that's a hint that the DLC content type stuff that they're planning will end up intertwining, like a return of Spacer's Choice. I know there was a couple like little thread pulls of Spacer's Choice workers trying to like fight the power of Auntie's Choice and get Spacer's Choice back, but I thought there was going to be a huge resurgence late of Spacer's Choice. Also kind of surprised in regards to factions that there was only even 3 factions to have reputation with. What was the point of Sub Rosa's faction reputation? I don't know what changes if you have good or bad reputation with Sub Rosa, other than maybe the free market ends up being a POS location if you didn't work well enough with them. But like, I kind of feel like in the grand scheme of the game, who cares? There's nothing really there that you need. I'm sure I will probably have additional thoughts. They'll probably go at the end of the recorded video of me doing the other endings, but that was the Outer Worlds 2. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you in other series, future series, solo, group series. We have other games on the channel that we play. But that's it for this one. Peace.